Oh. Yo. Here we go. You down with RCC?
Yeah, you know we.
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 All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Real Creators Collab. Episode 17?
17.
Episode 17. This is your boy Marcus, a.k.a. the Dogecoin Daddy, a.k.a. the the Bitcoin Big Papa.
Bitcoin Big Papa. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Levert, a.k.a. Leverticus, a.k.a. Sweet Dick Willie. And we back in the lab.
Another week back in the lab, man. How you feeling? How was your week? Talk to me. Let it out. I'm here.
You know, this is what we consider our pod therapy on our podcast. Boy, it's been a long week for me.
Bruh, we halfway through the year, and it feel like it sometimes. Like, man, this was like one of the longest weeks of my life. Had a couple family members catch COVID. They tested negative, so they good now. Mm-hmm. But, man, like, this shit is just like a never-ending cycle. Like, we never gonna be over this shit.
So they haven't had the vaccine or nothing, right?
The thing about it, they got the first shot, caught COVID in between the first shot and the second shot.
Damn. So how did they react to it? Like,
the thing about it, no symptoms. Both of them symptoms.
So how did they know they had COVID then?
Because somebody that they knew told them that they had it, so they knew they were exposed. So they went and got tested. But
they showed no symptoms.
No symptoms.
That is very interesting.
I mean, I'm not fortunate. I mean, because they're both older, so it could have been way, way, way worse.
Damn, well.
But nah, just thank God for family and health. Yeah.
Most definitely. It's a blessing to still be here, man, to be able to still live and function, man, because a lot of people didn't make it.
Hell yeah. I mean, some people tell, like, the situation in India, but that shit is crazy. Like,
yeah,
they tell me about, like, a friend of mine got family back there. They said they had a 23-year-old cousin that was completely healthy, died of COVID.
Wow.
Like, so India going through, like, a third, fourth, fifth, I don't know, whatever wave of this shit.
So, I know we have the vaccine here. Do India has the vaccine over there or what?
I think so, but I feel like America and the other big countries in the world bought up most of the vaccine supply.
They, like, fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
Let us go first.
You know how when it comes, like, in medicine and shit, money speaks. And the countries with the most money buy the most of the vaccines, even though they don't need them all. Like, they can vaccinate the whole population.
Isn't it kind of fucked up that we have all the vaccine here, but a lot of people don't want to take the vaccine? Which, I mean, is your choice.
They're very true.
You might as well send some of the vaccine to the other countries then.
And that's the point. Like, we have more than enough vaccines to vaccinate our population, and then have some left over for, like, poor countries. Well, we want to hoard all the vaccines for, like, a fucking rainy day?
Boy.
And we won't even take the fucking vaccine.
What is really going on?
Bro, this world's some motherfucker fuck up.
I think that's the beautiful thing about being in America. I think it's a double-edged sword of us having the choice to take the vaccine or not, depending on your beliefs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Freedom of choice. But with me, bro, like, I just wanted to. The reason I took the vaccine, I'm done with it. I had both shots. Is because I wanted to just
let's clap it up for my boy. Congratulations, he back in these streets.
Not yet.
No, the streets calling.
Nah, look at this entire week. This entire week has been gloomy and dreary. We had rains, and the other day, like, there was like a tornado watch.
Oh, yeah.
That was Monday.
Yeah.
Because, like, Monday was like my deadline of, like, oh, you're fully vaccinated after having the vaccine for like 2 weeks. You're fully vaccinated. So I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to get out. Like, just maybe go have a couple of drinks or something. Just be out in the streets in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been staying in my bubble. And like, we do the pod together, we always try to stay safe, and I always follow my protocols of staying clean and dealing with hand sanitizer and stuff like that. I'm very mindful of wearing my face mask and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
But I was like, after the vaccine, I feel more safe. I wouldn't say invincible, but I would say more safe. I think they said it's like you got like a 95% chance of not getting it.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have that percentage of not getting it than nothing at all.
Yeah, like a barrier or a shield.
And I don't think we will ever get back to our old normal, but I just wanted to get back to a new normal of just feeling like I'm safer out in the world.
Definitely. With
a vaccine. So that's one of the reasons I got it. I think both my parents, they got the vaccine. My mom, she's a nurse. Mm-hmm. My dad getting ready to retire. And by them being together, I mean, of course, he's going to get the vaccine. My grandma, she's got the vaccine. I think my sister has gotten it, but my other two brothers and my other sister, they're just holding off on getting the vaccine. But it's all choice, and I'm like, bro, like, I just wanted to get it over with.
Yeah, I completely understand. Like, everybody in my circle has both shots. I'm the one that's kind of lagging behind, but I got my shit in 3-4 days, so it's a countdown to the nigga back out.
3-4 days. So by the time the next pod commence, you gonna be
the boy gonna be in like Superman.
In the second round.
Superman.
Well, you know you still got to stay safe, even because it takes two full weeks.
Yeah, I got to do
take
two.
a whole, so you can go through the whole process of. So with me, I was sore for like 4 days straight, and my energy was kind of low.
Ugh.
So I just rested.
Okay, that's smart. Very smart.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do anything strenuous. I was just trying to stay in my pocket.
You got the Moderna or the Pfizer or the Johnson & Johnson one?
I got the Pfizer.
Okay.
I think that's what most people are getting in Georgia, from what I've been hearing. But yeah, I got the Pfizer. I was down for a couple of days, 4 days, and just soreness, just like from a regular flu shot. You go from the site of the shot that's usually like soreness that you have to, like a regular flu shot. So I'm used to that.
Yeah.
I used to didn't get vaccines, but mom's like, she definitely recommended it because she's a nurse, and with them they get vaccines all the time.
Yeah. Nurses, they got to get TB shots, all that stuff all the time.
Salute to the nurses, the doctors, the people on the front lines.
And now that I think about it, this is actually Nurses Week, so shout out to the nurses.
Oh, it's Nurses Week?
It's Nurses Week.
Listen, shout out to all the nurses, the doctors, but especially the nurses, because I know y'all really grinding out there.
But the nurses catch hell in that motherfucking hospital.
Y'all are putting your life out on the line. Like, I salute y'all. I love y'all. I care about y'all. I got some friends that are nurses. Beautiful women, beautiful inside and out. So shout out to y'all. Salute to y'all. I love y'all. Mm-hmm. Hopefully all of your families are doing well and stuff like that. It's Nurses Week, so salute to the nurses. We can't thank y'all enough.
Yeah, thank you. Nah, but no. Other than that, my week's been pretty. I mean, I can't complain. Yeah.
I think with me, I was a down week for me because I just got like a whole bunch of shit going on in my head, bro, in regards to how to progress within life, how to level up in life, and how to reach my potential in life.
Ooh, I mean, that sounds like a lot. Does that cause you like anxiety to think so much and you can overthink it and underthink it and second guess yourself and doubt yourself?
Normally with me, I'm always overthinking things. I have ebbs and flows of overthinking things and then not giving a shit about shit. But there are certain places I want to be in life, so it's more of an importance to me because I'm 33, and I'll actually turn 34 next month in June. Hey. I'm a Gemini. And so it's just trying to move a certain way, man. And like I want different things out of life that I didn't want in the past, or I didn't hold to a high regard because of my age, and I was just living my life. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, not saying I'm looking to settle down or whatever, but just getting my passion and my groove and my lane of things, man. Like, it's a process of different opportunities present itself, but now it's like weeding out what opportunities I want to take and where I want to move forward within life, as in jobs and careers and opportunities.
I understand.
So I'll try out different shit, and I'm like, I get to the point, I'm like, it's not something I'm really feeling, or it could be handed to me a certain way, and I'm like, it's not really the lane I want to go into. I'm not having fun with it, because I think in this next part of my life, I want to progress, but I want to have fun with it, because if 2020 didn't taught you anything, it's about like, we can be here today and going tomorrow.
I got you.
So they had like an article, and they were saying like with millennials, a lot of millennials are like quitting their jobs and stuff like that because dealing with COVID and stuff. They saw how expendable they are, so they like, right. They would rather do something they enjoy.
Yep. I mean, even before that, like millennials, we got like a different mindset than the previous generation. Like the previous generation, they'll get a job, they'll work their job for 30, 40, 50 years, then go retire. A millennial, nigga, we like 2-3 years, we ain't progressing, we don't see this shit leading our future.
It's a dead end.
It's over. It's over. It's a wrap. I'm gone. Like, and I think that's a good mentality to have. Like these jobs don't owe us. These jobs don't give a fuck about us.
Well,
like,
you start to see that when shit transpired.
Exactly. Like COVID happened, motherfuckers get laid off the next second. Like you put in your 2 weeks, but these motherfuckers can fire you the next day and have a job posted that afternoon.
We are doing a COVID reduction, labor reduction force in this bitch.
Exactly, just cogs in a motherfucking machine. So why not fuck that job? Go do what you enjoy. If you don't see a future in what you're doing, go do something. Go move on to somewhere else where you can see yourself in the future.
Yeah, man. Because I would have hated if I lived my life, my entire life up to this point, and I was doing some shit I didn't like, and then I catch COVID, and then I'm out. A lot of people didn't make it, bro, and that was like the end of their story. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that,
bro. That sickens me and hurts me that hurts me that people like that happened to people. Like they gave their life to some shit that didn't give a fuck about them and died from COVID.
Yeah, because I mean, as human beings, like, you know what I'm saying, dealing with society and stuff like that, we gotta, if you have families or whatever, you always gotta provide for your family and stuff like that and take care of things.
Understand?
So you gotta do what you gotta do. But the difference is with me is I don't have any kids. I don't have like, the only responsibility I have is myself. And by me having that, that's a blessing within itself. Because like with me, I'm the only son or only kid that don't have kids. I love my nieces and nephews, but they go back to their moms and dads.
That's the best thing about kids. I don't got kids. I love everybody else's kids because they go back to their place.
Yeah.
They go back to their parents.
So I'm able to flow a certain way where I don't have that much responsibility on me other than like day-to-day living life, pay my bills and stuff like that, which I'm able to do.
Hey, you got a roof over your head.
But then it's like, bro, I want something more, man. I crave something more.
All right. So you talked about having more fun. Your birthday in what, 3 weeks? 4 weeks? So pick a spot. We going to Miami or we going to Vegas? Which one? Pick one, A or B.
I think I'm more suited for Miami.
You want to go to Miami? Miami, June, the week of June, June 7th, we out there.
I think I need to travel to Miami because, you know, everybody I've come in contact with, they've tell me, like, whenever they meet me, they like, bro, your vibe is so, usually it's Cali. They're like, you got like this West Coast vibe.
That Cali swag.
It's something different about you. And I've been told, even my sister, she played college basketball, University of Florida, and she played.
For real?
Yeah,
damn.
she was played Boston College. My sister was like one of the number one picks. Like,
damn, bro,
killing it.
Damn.
Yeah, like she's a great at Fayette County High School. She got her names in the rafter and everything.
All right, salute.
So she traveled down there, and when my parents went down there for a college visit with her, they came back and they was like, Junior, because my family call me Junior. They'll call me Levert because me and my dad have the same name. It's either Junior or Junebug, because my birthday is in June.
They don't call you Big Dick Willie?
No, nigga. No, nigga. My sister made joke at time. My sister Brooke, she was like, "Oh, he's Sweet Dick Willie," because she listened to the podcast or whatever. Shout out to my sister. And but the thing is, it's like they said when they came back, they was like, Junior, you would definitely love Miami. And I guess my dad was saying that because of the type of women and stuff that was down there. You know what I'm saying? I like all kinds of women, bro. Like, whenever people ask me what type of woman I like beautiful, but I usually say I like Neapolitan. Because I like...
Hold on, what's Neapolitan?
Neapolitan is like this, I like vanilla.
Oh, okay, it's like the mixture.
I like strawberry.
Okay.
I like women, Asian, white, black, Hispanic. I just love women. No matter how fucking crazy y'all get.
Hey, man, pussy ain't got no face.
It depends, though. Sometimes it talks to you.
Yeah, that I don't know if I want to talk back to that.
Shit, I be speaking in tongues.
Hey, so we're going to Miami.
So, bro, need a getaway, and it's like, they was definitely like, yeah, you would definitely vibe out down there. And even with Cali, they were like, bro, you need to go to Cali. Like, you would definitely vibe out in Cali. They was like, Georgia is not really your vibe. Like, and I'm like, I never been. I only took like a couple flights on a plane. Like, my first plane trip, first flight was at like age 25.
Oh, damn, bro. Oh, shit, so you ain't really lived.
Nah, and
not lived. You ain't seen the world the way you want to see it.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. And it's more of, bruh, like, I've always had this thing is I want to live. I just don't want to just exist. And I think a lot of people are like that.
No, I understand. Completely.
Where it's like
life is passing some people by. Some people, life passes some people by. Some people just kind of on a ride.
Yeah, it's so many things I want to do, but then it's like, do I focus in? I probably need to focus on one thing and not pretty much spread myself so thin. Because by you taking on a lot, it's like you can be a jack of all trades but a master of none. I'm gonna be honest, man. me as a man, and you feel like you want to be in a certain place at life, and it's like you started from ground zero, and that's a whole process. And the only reason I think it's a process is because I know within myself there's a certain level of greatness. Because oftentimes people are like, I'm gonna just be free flowing. I'm just go with the flow. I got so much shit I want to do.
Yeah.
Whether it's music, whether it's film, whether it's doing this podcast, and it's like, I'm like, where do I go? And I'm thinking about getting a mentor or something like that, like somebody who can.
I think that's definitely beneficial. Like having somebody in your life that not, I guess, to a certain extent has gone through the things that you've gone through, that can lend you guidance and understanding and kind of help mold you or guide you down the path that you want to go. I definitely agree with you. Like, follow your dreams. I mean, like, the women will come. Like, no, I'm not saying, but nobody's ever gone broke chasing their dreams, but a lot of men are going broke chasing women. Yeah. So
that was on that movie with Chris Rock. It's called I Think I Love My Wife.
Okay. I was about to say Pootie Tang.
No, it wasn't Pootie Tang. It was like one of the most significant scenes I saw within I Think I Love My Wife. It was with Chris Rock, and he was talking to the older gentleman, which the older gentleman, I forgot his name, but he's the dad of Richie Rich. It's an old classic movie with Macaulay Culkin. He's Richie Rich's dad. And he told Chris Rock, he was like, listen, bro. Because at the time, Chris Rock, I think he's in the corporate lane. And he would always have Kerry Washington, beautiful Kerry Washington. She was a hot chick in there. She was always smoking a cigarette. And she would come and visit him in his office. And they were like old friends, I think maybe childhood friends. And she would come back, and she was hot, like hot tamale. And the guy saw it. He was like, I see what you're doing, boy. Like, but I'm going to tell you this. He was like, basically, she's not really good for you right now. He was like, you can chase all the tail and women all you want to. And he was saying like this, like, don't chase women, chase money. And the women going to be there.
Always.
But if you chase a lot of money, if you chase women, you're going to lose a lot of money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that always stuck with me.
Ancient Chinese proverb.
Because it's like this, when you got your shit together, bro.
Oh,
women come a dime a dozen.
A man with a plan and vision, women just love that shit. They immediately fall in line. They fall in line with that shit. Like, they understand. Like, women, I feel, naturally want to be led.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by me, I'm a different type of nigga. I'm a different type of man in regards to, and I would say I'm kind of a hybrid mentally, because my foundation is traditional, dealing with marriage and stuff like that. But I have to have a certain type of woman that I vibe with in order for me to even fix my mouth up about marriage. But I can't really do that if I don't have my shit or ducks in a row to a certain level, because I think if you go into it without, you create.
No, it's like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're a man that wants to lead, and it's within me to lead. I'm not a fucking follower. So it's like, in order for her to like really trust in me, and even in my masculinity, like, I have to have my shit together. So it's like, even with dealing with women, I don't really, like, don't get it twisted. There are women out here, and there's certain women that I vibe with. It's certain women that I'm super attracted to. But in the back of my head, I'm like, maybe we shouldn't even go down this road, because it'll be self-sabotage, because I'm not at a place that really can fit in a relationship right now. So let me take my time in order to get myself together, where if I wanted to start something with you, and that was something mutual, where to be more of a smooth sailing ride instead of a bumpy road. Because I think oftentimes today, women are, from my perspective, women are not looking for a bumpy road. They're looking for like a easy takeoff and an easy landing, you know?
I mean, but the thing about it, our relationship is never going to be easy. And like, we as individuals, you like women or men, like, you looking for a finished product, and nobody's a finished product. Like, we're all going through our own journey through life. We're going through our ups and our downs, unlearning shit, learning new shit. Like, so for somebody to expect you to be a finished product in your current state, that's unreasonable to me.
Yeah,
and you with that type of mentality, you might end up alone, because like you're waiting for perfection, and nobody really marries their Prince Charming or their Cinderella.
And I think that's I think a lot of women come to the realization, like, even if they haven't, that there is no perfect man out here.
Not a one.
There's no perfect man out here, and what
There-
you want, like,
Derrick Jackson might have been portraying one, but you saw how that went for him.
and the thing is, I know I'm not perfect, but I know once I get to a certain place in life, by me having a certain foundation, by me having a certain type of mindset, I'm a different type of nigga. I'm a different type of dude where it's like,
Talk your shit, my nigga.
no, I'm just being honest because I'm a good dude. It's just I'm kind of rough around the edges.
I can attest you to being a good nigga. You're a good dude. You're a good man.
I don't know. It might think you got a biased opinion.
No. Believe me, I feel like I'm one of the more rational people on earth. I can try to understand somebody's viewpoint, and I can say from the bottom of my heart, this is a good man.
Appreciate it. So, but I would be like a more sharpened once I get in my lane and get in my passion and stuff like that, where it would be easier to navigate dating and women, because with women, like, they cost time and money and energy, and I feel like I don't want to put all of that into you when I need to start putting that shit to myself in order to build myself up to a certain level, because that'll be the downfall of a relationship.
Bro, you
Especially if you consider like relationships and marriage, that's like a business.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I think, yeah, it's dope at times you have some women that see potential and stuff like that within you.
I feel like those women are rare.
They're rare. It's a double-edged sword, because sometimes you can have a woman that sees potential in you, but she'll come in and try to dictate how you should move in your life. And I've been through that before, and I'm like, you can't control me. In regards to, they want you to do this, dude, I'm like, that's not really me.
Yeah, like manipulative, that type of thing. I understand.
Yeah, you can have a good spirit and a good heart, but you have to let that man be a man in regards to, he needs to find what he's looking for within his life and his passions and where he wants to go with it. Mm-hmm. And that's why I tell women, like, don't tether yourself to me, because I'm in a chaotic state right now. And I'm just being honest. I've always known myself as a person. And I would tell them that. And even if you can, like, it's something different about Levert, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm just being honest with you. Because there's some days where it's like, I be so focused and honed in of, like, trying to move a certain way and trying to be better in life, where it's like, I can forget you. And it's not really forgetting you, it's just I'm putting more focus into this where you feel like you might be feel neglected. And at the time, it can feel like I'm neglecting you, but it's more of, I have to be whole within myself in order to add to you.
Exactly. Like, if I say, like, the one big thing about that I try and do in my relationship, and I try and make sure my wife is also like knowing about it, is like, she has to be her best self, because her best self is like, that's the best for me, and vice versa. Like, if you're stressed out or going through something, that's taken away from our relationship.
Yeah.
So, like, just like making sure that you're the best self, so you can be the best self for your partner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's just how I be thinking on things. Like, let me finish doing what I gotta do in order to make sure my picture, like my puzzled picture, like it's different puzzles that I'm putting together.
Your Picasso.
Let me make sure that shit has no fucking holes in it, where it's like you can add to the picture, instead of me still trying to figure this shit out and still trying to worry about your feelings and shit like that.
Yeah.
Still trying to in emotions. Because when I start taking time away from myself and putting it into you, then I'm doing a disservice to myself. Because I'm an unfinished product. And that's just me being honest as on a pod or as a man. Like, that's just my story that I'm going through right now. Like, yeah, there are women like that I find attractive, and I'm not a person that finds every woman attractive. It's certain women that I just vibe with, and I just love their energy.
No,
like, I love their aura, like something about them.
Just because you find somebody attractive doesn't mean when you fuck them. Like, like, if somebody's beautiful and attractive, like that's fine, that's understandable. Wanting to progress beyond that, that's a whole different other thing.
Yeah. So that's just my journey right now.
Yeah.
And that's just, it is what it is.
Hey,
you know?
man. I mean, it sounds like you have a vision on where your journey's going. Mm-hmm. And like the plan on how it's outlined, and I think like that's good because a lot of people, like we talked about it, like a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people just living life day to day.
Yeah, and I would say it's the
No
plan.
future in mind.
The plan's not fully put together. It's just me trying different things in order to figure shit out.
Yeah.
And oftentimes that could be stressful within itself, where it's like there's days I just don't feel like talking to people. Like there's just days I don't want people in my space. There's just days just leave me the fuck alone.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so it's like,
but I think it's about finding the right person that understands that about you.
Yeah.
And doesn't take offense to that when you get in when you feel that type of way.
I say like you talking to a girl, right? Y'all probably talking every day or whatever, and then it's just some days where I'm not a person that just like to text for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's usually a reason where I want to text you, and I'm only probably going to text you because I miss you or like I want to see you. Like to me, I don't do like a lot of, or if I'm trying to connect like with friends, whatever, I send like memes or whatever just to pass the day or whatever, like just to connect with people on that level.
Yeah.
But if I'm texting you, it's usually like, hey,
it's with intention.
I want to see you. Like I miss your energy or something like that. Like that's the way I text. And even with that, like let's start talking about like different love languages, whatever. One of my key love, I don't know even if you call it a love language, but I love communicate. I'm all about communication. Like to me, I think you become even more closer when you guys communicate on a deeper level than surface shit.
Okay. What is it like? What are the four languages? It's like, what are the four love languages? Like quality time, acts of service, touch or affection, and then something else that I'm completely forgetting. But it sounds like yours is like quality time.
Yeah, it's quality time. It's definitely quality time, and I feel like I can't even like exercise that type of love language because I'm still trying to figure shit out.
Yeah,
even within life and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, some days like even some friends that hit me, I'm like, I don't feel like texting, so I'm not gonna text you back. It is what it is, bro. 'Cause, like it'd be a lot of shit going on in my head, and I'm going through it right now.
Yeah, I guess you like love shown to you through quality time. I guess how do you show love to your partner then? Because I feel like sometimes those can be different.
I think it depends on I think learning her and seeing what her love language is.
Okay,
to see if you vibe on that level, and so that's a whole process on its own. But I would definitely love being with somebody like where, like I have my guy friends, but I love having deep conversations with women, especially the girl that I'm with, that she can actually understand who I am as a person. Because oftentimes we in a relationship, but you don't even really know who the fuck this person is.
Ooh, that's scary. That's scary.
Nah, it's the reality. Like with me, if I'm in a relationship, that's one thing. Like I'm committed. I'm definitely a person. I think we had I think it was last week. They was talking about the whole Steve Harvey situation about like women and men and platonic friendships and shit like that.
Not being able to be friends.
I definitely more agree with Steve Harvey, and a lot of people they have different opinions of it, and I think both opinions can be true. You can have a platonic relationship with a woman, or you can have with a woman that doesn't have like any sexual vibe or something with that shit.
Yeah.
But you can also have a platonic relationship with a woman that you are attracted to.
And that's fine.
And if the opportunity presented itself, you would partake in what was presented.
But I mean, that goes back like what Steve sounded like he had no self-control, and like that's not the case. Like we can have a relationship with an attractive woman, but have self-control and not take it there.
Yeah. I think he was being more honest of like how I think most men are made up in regards to what I would say, quote unquote, hunters or whatever.
Yeah.
Like me, if I consider myself attractive, I'm a sexy motherfucker when I want to be. And I'm around other attractive women, like, it's a certain vibe you give off.
Is Mr. Still your girl?
I said sniper.
Stickman?
Sniper. You have a certain vibe about yourself. Like, even, I think it come across older women, they was talking to me like, Vert, like, you got a different vibe. Like, when I was working or whatever, like, and she would say, like, all the women talk about you. I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, just the way you carry yourself, just the way you dress, and you be smelling good with the cologne and shit. I'm like, that's just how I like to flow. Like, it's nothing about it. She's like, no. Because then I had to take a step back, because there are weird guys that just don't know how to fucking converse with a woman.
True.
And I'm always a guy that's like where women gonna feel comfortable with me because it's nothing weird. I mean, I have my kinks and shit, but when I'm talking to a woman and conversing with her, I always want to make her feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Comfortable.
Build a rapport with a woman.
No woman has given up the pussy when she was not comfortable.
Of course not.
So there you go.
Of course not. So it's like I flow in a certain way, and even by saying that, by me being a guy that women can find themselves comfortable with, I gotta say this: like the woman I end up with, she definitely got to be fucking confident within me and within herself. Because if she have like those insecurities where she can't trust me, this shit will never work.
Woo.
Because if she get jealous, because even the way I feel, like it could be like Jim and I, we are like flirty people, and we can flirt, but it doesn't mean we trying to fuck or whatever.
Damn, y'all flirty people?
Yeah, we're flirty people.
I ain't.
But the thing is, even if I value you within that relationship, what I do is I pull back my flirty energy from other women, and I just want to put all the energy more often into you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of communication we got to have, the type of foundation, exactly. The foundation where we build communication with each other, where it's like, that's how I flow. Because with me, like, I can have friends or quote unquote girlfriends, but if I'm in a relationship and I have respect for her, I'm not fucking texting them late at night and shit like that.
Yeah. Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like they know, you know, y'all have understanding. You don't text me past 7 o'clock, 8
exactly.
o'clock. Nah.
Exactly. Even with that, like, I'm more of an open book, and sometimes it can be bad to be an open book with somebody who has insecurities because it builds on more insecurities. And trust me, I know, because I went through that shit.
Ooh,
Nah, I'm for real, because like,
no, for real,
you can like, hey, say like you was with this person, whatever, like, hey, this is the person that you used to mess around with, like, blah, blah, blah. I could be open book like that, or sometimes I've learned like, nah, just keep that shit to yourself because you don't know how she's going to take it. It happens like that, but I don't ever want to get into a certain situation where it's like me and her are flowing in a relationship, and then she can meet somebody, and then it comes out of the blue like, oh yeah, that it just be a girl like Levert used to mess around with, and then she found out about that shit, and now she don't trust me. So I'd rather come out with the honest truth about it. Usually, you know what I'm saying? Because I float a certain way, but she has to be confident enough within herself and within me, like, oh, I know Levert, he's a flirt or whatever, but that nigga is my nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if she has,
she might even get off in that. Like,
I mean, some women do.
Hey.
But when you have somebody that has insecurity, it's like, oh, what you was doing, blah, blah, and then it's like, after that moment in time, like, within your relationship, it's always, oh, who you talking to? Who is this? Who is that? Blah, blah, blah. Asking questions, and like, you ain't getting interrogated. You ain't did shit. The worst thing is for somebody to fucking accuse you of some shit that you didn't do or you had no intention to do. And then it becomes a snowball effect, and it becomes like you living your life in a fucking loop. That is the fucking worst.
Yeah. It's like Groundhog's Day. Yeah.
So like I said, like,
yeah,
the woman I end up with, she definitely got to be confident within herself and within me.
Shit. But I will say, if there's a group of people that cannot be friends, it's actually women. Women cannot be friends, but we're going to say that for a whole nother podcast.
Oh, really?
Well, we'll talk about it another day.
Really?
Nah. Oh, let's get into our ain't shit motherfucker of the week. You got anybody?
I didn't have one last week, but I should have said this motherfucker last week.
Talk about it.
That my ain't shit motherfucker of the week is motherfucking Omni-Man on Invincible.
Oh, damn. What? Come on, Mark. Talk to me, Mark.
Bro, you got me into this shit. At first, I was like, you know, usually I'm the person that recommends shows or whatever. But you got me. Look, when I started watching, I was like, damn, Marcus really put me onto this shit. Like, it's called Invincible.
You're welcome.
Invincible on Amazon Prime. It's a dope ass anime show.
One of the best cartoons I've ever seen in my life.
One of the realest, one of the most gruesome, one of the most brutal.
Oh man!
If you like that type of shit, check it out.
I'm glad you like it.
And I don't think fucking Amazon Prime has ever missed on a show. Like the shows we watch, like The Expanse. Shout out to Expanse. Like, love that show. I don't think they've ever missed.
Yeah, they put out real quality shit.
Real quality. If it's made by Amazon Prime, or they backing it, it's definitely gonna be dope.
Yep.
So I'm watching this shit. I watched the season finale because it was like 6-7 episodes.
8.
It was 8 episodes. So the season finale had fucking Omni-Man. He finally revealed himself. And I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a step back and say, like, I knew what was gonna transpire because I've been watching these YouTube videos of people going within the comics and shit like that. So I knew what was gonna transpire. I knew that he was bullshitting from the get go, and you can see it throughout the season one. Like, he definitely killed the motherfuckers, but you didn't know like why he did it.
Coded language and shit.
Yeah, and you was wondering why he was trying to keep everything a secret from his wife and his son or whatever. And I knew, like within the story, Omni-Man is what you call, quote unquote, alien. He's called a Viltrumite. And the story he told his son was, because his son was growing up and he finally grew up to a certain age where he achieved his powers. He's a hybrid between a human and a Viltrumite, because Omni-Man is a Viltrumite and the woman is a human. Mm-hmm. So Invincible, which his name is Mark within the story, he got his powers. He's going through like all his trials or whatever, like being a superhero and stuff like that.
His superhero puberty or whatever.
Yeah, while being in high school and stuff like that. And so it's finally revealed from, like, I think it happened episode 1. Was that episode 1 or episode 2? Where Omni-Man ended up killing these Guardians, which, if you're talking about like Guardians, like, let's say they're like the Avengers in the MCU. These group of superheroes that protect the world and stuff like that. And you was wondering, like, why the fuck is he killing people? Like, he killed every last one of them. Because within the Viltrumites, they're pretty much like the most strongest out of everybody. They would kill you. Like, they're the most resistant and shit like that. So,
top flight security of the universe.
He pretty much killed all the Avengers. And we thought, like, was it mind control or something? What the fuck is going on? But by me knowing, like, and did the research within the comics, I was like, I know he on some fuck shit. I just want them to reveal it. As instead of him being an alien coming to save the planet, he's pretty much coming to pretty much enslave the planet. Like, that's what the races do. They go out and they populate the world, and they pretty much say, hey, if you want our protection, you're gonna have to give up your
freedom,
your planet and everything, like your resources and stuff, in order to get our technology and stuff like that. So I knew that was coming. So when Mark finally realized it, Mark was like, I grew up in this shit. This is my planet. This is my home. The Omni-Man was like, man, nigga, fuck all of this shit. He was like, fuck these humans. They are fucking insignificant. He was like, you're gonna live way beyond these motherfuckers. They're fucking insects. Like, the worst part about Omni-Man, he was like, he called Mark's mom a fucking pet.
His wife.
And what the fucked up part is, like, the mom is listening to this whole conversation.
Oof. Damn.
Like, behind the scenes, because they had like this little base or whatever, this army base or whatever, or like special forces base, and they listen to the whole conversation. And Mark is like devastated or whatever, and he's trying to stop his father. And it's like, when you look at fucking Viltrumites, the thing about Viltrumites, they become stronger the older that they are. Mm-hmm. So pretty much the oldest Viltrumite is the strongest out of everybody. Yep. So that's why there's power levels where it's like, Mark, he just got his powers. He's still like an adolescent.
Yeah. He a baby, small.
Yeah. So Mark trying to fight him out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a little kid trying to.
But that nigga was getting his ass
whooped. Whooped. Omni-Man just flick his ass, and like, he fly to different cities and shit. And
my nigga, I was like, no, stop. He's had enough,
bruh. Because he was trying to teach his son, like, bruh, all this shit you doing trying to save these motherfuckers. He was like, fuck them, fuck their lives, basically.
Fuck them kids.
Exactly, fuck everybody. And he was so brutal. He was beating the shit out of Mark, like beating him down. But I think one of the most gruesome scenes is when they took him, because it reminded me of like Spider-Man, when they took the train scene. When he had grabbed Mark's head and the train was coming, the subway train.
Oh, and he slammed
he slammed his head.
Yo.
Look, picture like the Spider-Man scene where, you know, Spider-Man saved the subway, but he was using all his webbing and shit like that. He was trying to keep the train together.
Yo.
I put that shit where you got like a fucking Spider-Man, something like a being is putting Spider-Man in front of the fucking train. And the Viltrumites are so fucking invincible. You know what I'm saying? Like, they going, everybody that he came in contact with that was on the train, like, he's pushing them through the train, like the front of the train. And everything is becoming the short or whatever. So every fucking human that got in the way of Mark fucking splattered.
Bro, that shit was pure. That shit was
killing people.
Carnage.
Killing people. And I'm like, bro, this is so gruesome. This shit is so fucked up, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that scene right there. And I tried to, like, I was trying to get my brother into it. He was like, nigga, I don't watch fucking cartoons. I was like, bro, but this is a different type.
Oh, did he watch it?
Nah, he didn't watch it, but I was telling him the scene. He's like, damn, really? I might need to check this shit out. That's what he told me. So, and you know what? The second fucked up scene is like they had these fighter jets coming out there trying to like shoot at Mark and shit with the missiles,
Right,
military fighter jets. And so Omni-Man fucking destroying the planes and shit, but some of the fighter the pilots
Mark saved one of the pilots.
Yeah, he saved one of the pilots. And then fucking as Mark is saving the motherfucker, he was like, and he was a black pilot too. This what hit home for me. He was a black pilot. And he was like, "Thank you, man. Appreciate you." You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to do all that shit that you just did. Mark was like, "No problem." You know what I'm saying? But then the Omni-Man like flew down behind him, and it was like a fucking. He flew down behind him, and then he crushed the black man's head like it was nothing. He was like, "Mark, I told you these motherfuckers are insignificant." In that moment, he was like, "Nigga, these black lives don't matter." Bro, that's how I felt. I'm like, motherfucker, like he saved them, and Omni-Man, like he's like, man, fuck these niggas.
Nah, man.
But Omni-Man for me, that nigga ain't shit. If you haven't watched it, watch Invincible on Amazon Prime. That's my ain't shit nigga of the fucking week.
Omni-Man, aka what was it? Nolan Grayson.
Damn. Fuck that nigga.
Oh man, all right. My ain't shit person of the week. My ain't shit person of the week goes to Keisha Lance Bottoms. So
why Keisha?
Why Keisha? So yesterday, it was yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
So yesterday it was reported that Keisha Lance Bottoms is not going to run for re-election of the mayor of Atlanta. And I want to say, and the reason why I'm giving her ain't shit, because I began to ask myself, what the hell did Keisha really do for Atlanta in these past 4 years? And I get to thinking, so she should run again so she could actually do something for the city. But
I mean, she did fire those cops that was brutalizing those.
But those cops got reinstated this week as well. Like the cop that shot Rayshard Brooks in the back got reinstated this week. Because,
shit!
But that's a whole nother thing about police unions and qualified immunity.
He got reinstated.
He got reinstated, bro. But that's a whole nother thing. But
damn.
I began to ask, like, what the hell has Keisha really done for the city of Atlanta? Because like people like. I think about during COVID, like, it's been a running fucking joke that Atlanta never closed, or Atlanta closed for 2 weeks. Like, Atlanta and Florida been open the whole entire time.
We've been open.
Like, people, and like, fuck Brian Kemp, his whole squad and his whole motherfucking crew, but people get mad at Brian Kemp for, like, his lack of leadership and, like, not giving guidance or everything during COVID. But, like, Keisha put out a statement, but the statement didn't follow with any, how do you say, reinforcement or enforcement? Like, the clubs, the strip clubs, the malls, the whole goddamn city of Atlanta been open the whole entire motherfucking time.
I mean, we did quarantine for about a couple weeks, maybe a month.
But it was like 72 hours. It was like 72 hours. It was like, we out.
The funniest thing, I have I guess associates or friends. Yeah, they still be promoting the club and shit, and they always be sending me shit. I'm like, bro, like, I haven't been vaccinated yet. I don't even. Yeah, I know y'all promoting and shit, but I'm not coming to this shit. Man,
like. Bro, videos a compound with a fucking swimming pool in it in a motherfucking pandemic with 3,000 people died a day.
I saw that shit. I kind of wanted to go there tonight, but I didn't though.
But you might as well just go to Wuhan, China, and call the you was at the origin.
Well, I think we always had like the running joke of like Atlanta, the vaccine is in the hookahs.
Oh, it said the hookahs and the hot wings and the wings.
And you know what? I'll be thinking sometimes it has some validity to that statement, because I've been smoking hookah this entire time and I never contacted COVID, but you done got that shit.
Pad me the hookah.
Shout out to the people who in the hookah game.
Pad me the hookah.
Shout out to my hookah friends. Y'all, look, hookah is life. Shout out to Dutch Masters. Shout out to Roman Love. Shout out to Lana. Like, it's hookah life, bro. Like,
hey, but like I say,
but I never got COVID this entire time, bro.
You ain't been in these streets. Unfortunately, I've been in these streets. But
you ain't really been in them streets,
right? I won't even talk about how I got COVID because it's gonna piss me the fuck off again. But but my ain't shit person of the week, Keisha Lance Bottom. You should run again so you can actually do something for the city of Atlanta in your next term.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. When it comes to Keisha, I love Keisha. And the reason I love Keisha, it's not even about her politics, because I don't even know anything about her politics, to be honest with you.
Why you voted for her? Talk to me. Keep it real. Keep it real. Why you voted for her?
The reason I voted for Keisha, and it's so fucked up. I'm going to just be, as a man, like, she just beautiful, fine as shit. She wifey.
God
like,
damn.
Shout out to Keisha. Like, Keisha, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. If you want to run again, you stick in my vote. But the only reason you get my vote because you fucking gorgeous.
I want Keisha to run again so she can actually do something for the city of Atlanta this time instead of doing lip service again.
People can say that's so fucked up. Like, you really need to look at her policies or whatever. And I'm like, bro, like...
All right.
I'm just being honest.
I mean, you being honest. I mean, people, that's unfortunately politics say it's not about a policy game.
I'm like, look at like say Trump or whoever. Like, I guarantee you some politicians that's out there that they just attractive and you like when they talk, I don't even know what the fuck you saying. I'm just looking at your lips right now, or I'm looking at this. Like, men and women, like, they found Barack Obama sexy or whatever, so they like, this nigga's definitely getting my vote. Like,
bro, it's politics has always been that way. Like, the more a better looking or attractive person is always the one that's going to, I guess, get more people on their side. Just because people, unfortunately, politics is not about politics is not about policy. It's more of a popularity contest.
Yeah, and so. By me being, I'm just being brutally honest.
Keisha got them sweater puppies. That's what got you?
I think I saw her one day and she's rocking this dress, but I was like, by the curve.
Oh, it was the ass for him.
You got my vote by the curves. That was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up. I know it's fucked up, but as a man, like, that's all I was really looking at, or I wasn't really listening to her. I'm being honest.
Oh man. All right. Imagine this. Imagine the most beautifulest woman you know. She's running for president of the United States. All right?
Uh-huh.
But she's got Hitlerist politics or beliefs. You voting for her? You gonna think about it at the ballot.
I mean, who's she running up against?
All right, we out. We done.
Oh,
All right, thank y'all for listening to another episode of the Real Creators Collab. This your boy,
something to think about.
This your boy Marcus, aka what Dogecoin Daddy, the Bitcoin Big Papa.
This your boy Levert, aka the misinformed, aka the fucked up, aka the brutally honest, aka Sweet Dick Willie,
aka maybe a borderline neo-Nazi.
We fuck it out, bro.